Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I'm a bit in the jet lag right now because yesterday I returned from an amazing trip to China and Japan. Really beautiful countries, especially in autumn. I totally recommend it. Anyway, I would like to talk about a story that happened to me in Hong Kong. You know, there are protests in Hong Kong. Yeah, everybody knows that. It's in the news and everywhere. And our plan in Hong Kong was that we will just, go to see the city. You're in Hong Kong in the night, so it's natural that you want to see the city. Hong Kong is beautiful, by the way. We actually seen the skyscrapers and stuff. And our expectation was, or our plan was, that if we see something suspicious, we are turning around, going out, getting away. Because I've expected maybe some parts of the city to be closed, maybe police standing there like you cannot go there. So that's what we expected. Well, we came there. Hong Kong looked actually quite peaceful, beautiful city, people going there, families with kids, playing. Yeah, people, tourists going around, and there are just some posters with stuff like Free Hong Kong and some anti-Chinese posters. So it was like, okay, that's normal here. And so we wanted to go to the peak. It's the place where you can see Hong Kong from from some kind of hill, and it's a nice view. And so we went to a bus, but the bus was still not coming. It was like 10 minutes or I don't know. So we went to ask one bus driver that was standing around, and he said that the line is closed. So maybe they just closed the line for security reasons. So we were like, okay, we'll walk there. So if we see something, we'll just go away. We were walking down some street, I don't remember the name, and there was this strange thing that I've noticed, that there were bricks on the street, everywhere, and it was like, this is the thing about human mind, it always tries to explain things like in the normal terms, in usual things that you see every day. So I thought that maybe there is some reconstruction going on the street, and then I noticed that there were some people coming towards us, and they were dragging something like big brooms. And I was like, okay, maybe they are going to clean this mess, It was in the middle of the night, but, I thought that maybe they are just going to sweep it, or I don't know. Then I realized that those are not brooms, those were like small trees, maybe from a park. And in the other hand, they were holding handsaws and some iron bars and stuff. I was like, wait, something's weird here. And then one of them threw a brick in our direction. The brick, he probably didn't want to hit us. The brick just landed like 2 meters from us. But the message was pretty clear. I turned to my friend and told him, man, I guess we're in the wrong neighborhood, we're getting out of here. But it was too late. From the other side, there was a group of black masked people running towards us, and they were like, looking behind because police was probably chasing them, and they were shouting something. We started running away, and another thing, we came to traffic lights, and there was a red light, on, so we stopped there, like, the automatic thing. Like, you stop at a red light, and we're like, okay, no, just go. So we went to some kind of bridge, for people. It was like a promenade, or I don't know, some footbridge. And the protesters didn't go there, they just were running away. So we went to the bridge, and we thought that we were safe. So I just stopped there, brought my camera out, started recording, and then my friends started shouting at me, man, behind you, and I was like, what? And when I turned around, there was a group of policemen like running towards me, and like shouting something in Chinese, and then in English like, get away. I was like, what? I started running away. The people started, there were more people, like civilians, they started shouting. The policemen started shooting the projectiles, not at us, not at civilians, but probably at the protesters, like that were down on the street. and everybody started shouting, running away. It was quite a chaos. And the interesting thing is that, before, like in history, people usually started running away when something dangerous happens, some catastrophe but nowadays people just, they run away and then they stop as close as possible, bringing mobile phones and shooting everything and making photos. Yeah, I did the same. You can see that actually in the video. But it is quite interesting. So yeah, and then we saw down the street that there started some explosions and people running, and some police buses came and policemen with shields, and this was really mind blowing. We literally got caught in the protests just out of the blue. Really remember this. If you ever go to a city like this or to a dangerous place like this, never expect that it will be okay, because we really didn't think that we will just appear in the middle of the demonstration just like that. It was quite dangerous actually. And so we were like, okay, we're going to the airport right now. We had few hours because we got to Hong Kong a bit earlier, and so we had basically the whole night. But we were like, okay, no, we were going to the airport right now, just forget the peak. So we went back, we went through the ferry and, through to some train station, a bus station. And again, normal life, people just coming, watching the Hong Kong, and having phones, calling and making photos, and, like a normal city. So we got to some kind of hallway that led to the train station. And there was this, another smaller hallway, and there was a stock of, chairs and wardrobes and tables, stacked on each other. I was like, this looks like a barricade. Then I stopped, looked through one of the holes, in the stock, and I saw the people in black masks, and then I realized, yes, this is a barricade. And then I realized that, I remembered my friend told me that he read on the internet that, they usually first stop the train, and then the bus is still going, and that the bus is our best option to get to the airport. So we went to the bus station, but, I looked at it from the window, and there were just people running. And then I saw something, that there was a guy, holding something and, putting it on fire. I thought that it was some kind of pyrotechnic or something. And then he threw it, and the fire started spreading. And then I realized this was a Molotov cocktail. Man, this is a Molotov cocktail. I started running to my friend. Look at this. This is a real Molotov cocktail. I never saw that in real life, only in games. I know it sounds geeky, but you usually don't see people throwing Molotov cocktails on the street. And yeah, so I realized that maybe this is even worse than I expected. We got to the bus station, but near the bus station there's another street. There were the protesters on the bridge, throwing bricks on cars. So yeah, we were like, okay, I hope the bus is still going. I think it's still active. We went there was a girl in the bus station, and she saw us, she saw the huge backpacks. She was like, you're going to the airport, right? And we were, yeah. And she said, well, they stopped the bus right now. So, yeah. We went to the train station, because there was underground, so that was our only option actually, because just getting some subway or train or whatever. Short story, we made it, but this was quite an amazing experience, even though it was quite dangerous and scary. But yeah, it was quite an adventure. But I would like to tell you, just be careful if you ever go to such a place where there are protests, because I thought that media were just, exaggerating, that nothing like that is going on, that there are maybe some small protests, but this is the most dangerous thing, that those protests actually happen everywhere, they just appear somewhere, start throwing Molotov cocktails or I don't know what. So yeah, it was quite dangerous, but I just really wanted to share this story with you guys because this is probably the best or the most interesting story that actually happened during this trip. So yeah, see you later.